Hi everyone, I'm Angelie and I'm back with my favorites of the month for the month of June. Last month it got really crazy and hectic and I didn't get a chance to film a favorite video, so I thought I would get back to it, and I've got lots of good stuff to share with you. So the first thing I want to share is this bronzer brush from Tweezerman. It is an angled brush and it's perfect for applying your bronzer right where you need it in the hollows of your cheeks. It's the perfect shape for just squeezing it and doing your nose if you want to contour a little, and you get that nice edge under your jawline too. I love this brush. It was recommended to me by one of my friends, and ever since I got it, I can't stop using it. So this is in my daily routine. That's why it has makeup on it right now. And another one of my favorite things, this was introduced to me by my sister. It's an Earl Grey tea, because I'm a tea drinker. I love tea and I love Earl Grey, but this Earl Grey is amazing. So this is actually from Whole Foods, and it's Earl Grey individually wrapped by Harney and Sons. I love it. This actually tastes like the way tea should taste. It's delicious. Tastes almost like you're having tea in, you know, London or Paris or something. It's really, really good. So I highly recommend that. And another favorite of the month is the color yellow. So I've added pops of yellow to the decor around my family room, and one of the ways that I did that was with lemons. So you can do this very inexpensively, which is kind of fun to change it up seasonally. So I have some lemons on a kitchen counter, and it's an open concept so you can kind of see the color throughout the room. I have this bright yellow bowl, which I love. It's very happy, sunshiny. And then another pop of yellow comes from these beautiful flowers. And you know, these are just inexpensive grocery store flowers, but they look so nice when you put them on your table and give a nice pop of color. So you can add a fresh color to your decor without breaking the bank. And it's a great way to have something that you don't have to keep around for a long time. You know, you get that nice color, you get that fresh vibe and energy, and then you can switch it up when you get bored. Another one of my favorite things for the month of June, and forever since I got this, I love it. It's amazing. So it's this tiny organizer. It's like a pocket organizer. I put all my calendar stuff in here, all my appointments and things that I have to keep track of. And I love having like one calendar where it's all on the same page so I can kind of see what's coming up for the month. But then this one also has kind of pages where you can write more details if that's not enough space for you. I barely use the detail section, but I do like to use the note paper at the back. And this, I got this from Chapters. It's the perfect size to just put in your bag and keep with you all the time, and it's so handy and useful. I really love this. My next favorite is strawberry water. I love strawberry water. Oh, see, my lipstick's on the glass because I just drank it. So good. I just put a couple of strawberries in it. I take off the leaves and I just give it a wash, put it in my glass, put it in my carrying jug thing. It's like a mason jar, and I take it with me to work or wherever I'm going for the day, and I love drinking strawberry water. Once I finish the water, I just add more water to it and it just gets that flavor again. And speaking of water, I'm always trying to drink more water, so this is definitely one of my favorites. This has probably been a favorite for the last 2 years, but in the summer and spring months, I always start doing it more and using it more. But basically, this is a 2-liter jug. You can get any kind of 2-liter jug or however much water you want to drink. So I'm trying to drink 2 liters a day. So this is 2 liters. I got this from Walmart, and it has a lid and it has like a spout. So if I open the lid, I can just pour it easily. And basically what I try to do is fill it up, either keep it at my desk at work or at home if I'm at home that day, and I try to drink through the whole thing. And you have a visual representation of how much water you've had, and so it's a really good way to keep track of, you know, if you're drinking enough water. And literally when you see this, you're like, oh, did not drink any water today, so then you know to do that. And another one of my favorites for the summer is this small bag. This is from Michael Kors, but just a small bag in a neutral color I think is really good, and it has a strap, and so it's just kind of like a good easy way to keep the main things that you need, like some money, your ID, your phone, a camera, whatever it is you want. and it all kind of stays in here and it just hangs on you. I think carrying a bag, like a shoulder bag, is really annoying when you're trying to go out and enjoy the weather and be outside and things like that. So I like having a small bag. Another one of my favorites of the month is basil, and I keep it on my counter in a little glass vase. This is like a milk jug, like one of those vintage milk jugs. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's actually roots growing, because what I do is when I bring it home from the grocery store, I cut the bottoms, I just trim the bottom, and I put it in some water and keep it on the counter. This has lasted me, this is like 2-week-old herb here, and it just sits on the counter. I just refill the water when it needs it, and it actually continues to grow as it sits there. I have a video all about how I take care of my herbs, which I will link in the description box, but you can check it out. I've talked about it before, but basically basil doesn't like to be in the fridge. So if you notice it getting black and dark and it goes bad before you can use it, it's because it's too cold. So keep it on your counter and it will last way longer. So the next favorite of the month was recommended to me by one of my girlfriends. Her name is Angelie. Thanks, Angelie. And it's called the Breathe app. So how it works is it's an app to remind you to take deep, long breaths and to practice kind of your mindful breathing. So if you're into meditation or yoga, you'll know that term. It just means like being aware of your breathing, slowing down, and being calm. And I think it's really important to do that. So this is a great way to do it. So you just have to press start, and it tells you to go in, hold, and then it tells you when to exhale. So it tells you like how long your inhale should be, how long you're holding your breath, and how long to exhale. So I think it's really good, and you can use it a couple of times a day. You can even set reminders on your phone so that it reminds you at 7 a.m. or 10 p.m. or whenever you want to take a deep breath or take a breather. That is a really good app, and you should check it out. It's actually a free app, so definitely a useful tool. And then the last thing I want to share with you guys is this book. This is one of the best books I've ever read. And there's actually a quiz that goes with it. So this is by Gary Chapman. It's called The 5 Love Languages. It's an amazing book. Whether it's relationships that you want to improve on in your romantic life or even in your family life, this kind of applies to everybody. And basically what it is Gary Chapman has said that everybody has a love language, or there's 5 love languages. So one of them is words of affirmation, one of them is physical touch, one of them is gifts, receiving gifts, and one of them is, what else is there? Quality time and acts of service. So like doing something nice for someone. So each of those, he goes into detail in the book, so I won't give it away, but you can even check it out on the website if you're interested. It's basically, the whole concept is that the way that everybody receives love and gives love is different. So if I like verbal affirmation or words, like kind words, then it doesn't mean that the person I'm giving those words to also receives love in the same way, because their love language might be different. So this even works with kids. He actually has a book that's for kids and for parents as well. So it kind of guides you as to how your child receives love and how you give love, and is the child getting what they need from their parent. It's a really, really interesting concept. So basically what it is we tend to give love the way we want to receive it. So if I like words, like I said, I would expect or want, people to say nice things to me or verbalize how they feel, but that person might not have the same love language. So they won't be doing that for me, and I'll always kind of feel like, oh, my emotional tank is empty, I'm not getting what I want. But if the person knows what your love language is, then they can give you kind of what you need, and vice versa. So we should be loving people, whether it's like mom, dad, sister, brother, wife, husband, girlfriend, whatever, the way that they want to receive love and not the way that we're expecting it to be received. Like, so you have to give what the person wants and not what you want, in a nutshell. So it's a really good book. You can find the website. It's 5lovelanguages.com or something like that. Let's see. There's a website here. Anyways, really good book. Highly, highly recommend this book. And it's good to, even if you're not in a relationship or something, to learn about yourself and your habits and your tendencies. I really think this is a great book. It's one of my top 5 for sure. Check it out. And again, the quiz is online, so you don't even have to buy the book in order to kind of get started on learning about yourself and your love language. You can check out the website too.